What's up guys, it's Zackatar, back with another video. Today we are going with a new series for all the drum stuff that's going to be on my channel called How to Drums. Anyways, this is supposed to take over for all the rest of the drum series that I've had, where essentially I'm going to play everything on my drums and then right after teach you and kind of look at the stuff that I could improve on that might help you to learn the sheet music. Today we're doing Blue Devils 2014's opener. Blue Devils 2014 show was the first show that I've ever seen in drum corps or WGI. So this has a special place in my heart, so let's get straight into it. The opener starts at 184. It's got a snare feature. We're not going to go over that. It's a quad channel, but it starts really big and it's got some really low parts throughout this entire thing. There's a lot of different like ons and offs when it comes to being super high in stick height and being super low. Really need to focus on that, because if you have a low part, you want to let that kind of stand out, let the drums ring. If you're just always at mezzo forte, mezzo piano, you're not going to get that contrast and it's not going to sound as great. Second tip is to keep the eighth notes and the quarter note triplets the same dynamic. And what do I mean by this? Obviously we're playing at fortissimo, but when you're hitting slower rhythms, your initial thought is to like, I need to push more of this out because I have more room and it feels more comfortable. You don't want to do that. You want to match the quarter note triplets to the eighth notes beforehand. Start it very low, work your way up, and whatever you can hit on the eighth notes, you want to keep as the quarter note triplets. Since we have so many spots where it's like on off, we got bar 4 where it has the fast triplets with diddles. The bar right before it, you're super far up. You need to make sure to know when to have your stick stay down. This, you might want to like break it apart into its bass rhythms and then add diddles as you go. Because if you saw when I played it, I dirted it out. Whether it was going too fast, crushing it too much, anything like that, you just got to start slow, work your way up and figure out what is your inconsistency, right? And fix that. We have some bars of rest. We go to mezzo forte. We got a different kind of flavor here, right? In dynamic. So the way I would work on this, if I were to make it a little better, is just playing it at piano, right? Just kind of get the rhythms all there. And then as I get more comfortable, add little accents, right? We're still working with rhythms, and if you're marking in time, this next part is going to be terrible for you. Really here you need to focus on the checkpoints. It's really hard to think about it when you're marking time, in my opinion, and if you watch the videos, they kind of do their own like footwork with it, but at least with a metronome, you should try and find the checkpoints, right? We got that ends on beat 2. If you don't look into it and you just kind of hope and throw these notes down like I kind of did, not gonna lie, in the video, then you're not gonna play clean, especially when you're trying to play clean with other people. I think we're on tip number 6, 7. I'll just say next tip when I go through this. This one you might overhype because it's just so cool. It's iconic. You just gotta think, what is right hand doing? Just threes. Just threes across the drum. Just think of it on one drum first. Get the feel there and then put in the drum. And left hand, if you're too overhype about it and you just throw it, you're gonna be super crushed. And especially when you get into the full roll, this flows into the triplet roll, right? So you just gotta focus on that and then go into the next bar. So that's like the first half of the opener. We've got the following that gets a little more juicy when it comes to the low end. Super nice. So just keep your piano taps really good, right? And especially when you get to this, don't overhype that accent, because if you do, like I think I literally did it right there, I had a tiny bit of space before going into that, right? Right? If you just overhype it too much, you're gonna miss it. I'll count that as another tip. Honestly, that whole part is just kind of a lot of good musicality when it comes to playing it. A lot of triplets, so it's super easy to go with the metronome. If you need to, like I said, take out the diddles, get those rhythms super clean beforehand, especially when you get to this bar right here where it's into the eighth notes. Right? So you just got to make sure that you have the rhythms before you can even add the ornaments. We get back into the super big and loud, right? And then we go into a paradiddle, into paradiddle diddle phrases. And this one you have to really focus on that low end, right? You just gotta have those accents. Just play it all on one drum. That's the next tip. Play it all on one drum. If you're not doing this already in the first place, you're setting yourself up for failure. Play it all on one drum. So we got... right? It should be super tasty. I keep saying that. When it comes to swapping between accents and taps. It's just super fun. We are on bar 55, right? We have threes, pagadas, all that, right? So 3, 3, 3, and then right here, you do a pagada. You should be ready for this, and then ready for the next thing, because you have to do this and then jump to here. We've got right there. When you get to the drum 3, that's the next bar, right? That's your checkpoint, right? We've got that as a checkpoint. That is beat 3, the first bar. So going back to that last tip that I talked about, get those transitions, find your checkpoints, and when you get to this bar, right? Practice that. All that kind of stuff. Just play it piece by piece and then add it into context. When you break this stuff apart, you don't want to just break it apart and then think instantly that you're going to be able to get this right away. You need to play it bar by bar, then add the 2 bars together, then add a phrase together, add 4 bars together, right? All this kind of stuff to lead you into the right direction. Last tip I got for you kind of combines everything together. Practice how you're going to play it, right? If you're going to play this for people, if you're playing this for yourself or anything, if you want to practice and play kind of like you're a pro, like you are marching on that line, play it like how they would, right? This last entire section is just super easy in a way, but if you overhype it and then you go to play it for some people and then you're just like timid, it just won't sound the same. Gotta play it, gotta practice it the way that you want to play it, or you play it how you want to practice. Blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Keep it simple, work it from slow to fast. Hopefully that wasn't a lot of yapping. I tend to do that a lot of times, but I want to try and keep these videos fairly short so that you guys get the meat of the info and you can just play along with the first video, the second video. There was a lot of mistakes I made, overhyping, and a lot of the stuff that I tell you is stuff that I noticed that I was doing wrong. That's the whole point of this series. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a completely different style of video, and I'm gonna keep doing this for the drum stuff. Hopefully, I will get the old stuff that I transcribed before onto the channel. I wanted to start with 2014 because it's something that I really loved. And somebody requested it anyways. If you like the video, I gotta say it. Like, subscribe, help me out. Channel. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.